All right, today we are talking about finding the constant of proportionality from a graph. So I have a linear equation that is graphed here, and I'm not going to tell you what that equation is because that would give away what the constant of proportionality is, but we could figure that out just by looking at the graph and doing a few simple calculations. So what do we know about the constant of proportionality? Well, we know that it is represented with the letter k, and it is equal to y over x, or the ratio of y to x. And so we can look at this graph and figure that out. We also know that k is equal to the unit rate of the graph. It's the same thing. And also equal to the slope of the graph. So we've got this point A here. We're given that point. And I can see that this point has an x-coordinate of 6 and a y-coordinate of 120. And so from here, all I have to do is I know that k is the ratio of y to x. And so in this case, k would be equal to y, which is 120, over 6, which is x. And that gives me a constant of proportionality of 20. So when we're given a point like this, all we have to do is divide y by x, or take the ratio of y to x, and find our constant of proportionality that way. We could have also said, okay, I want to know what the unit rate for this graph is. And if we recall, the unit rate is the value of y when x is 1, right? When x is 1. So when we can look at the graph and see, okay, when x is 1, where is y? And we trace our graph up, y is right at 20. And so we have this point that is on this graph that is the point 120, and that means that 20 is our unit rate, and so that means that k is 20. And so that's how we find the constant of proportionality, just by looking at a graph. And so that means that the equation for this graph is y equals, our form of our constant of proportionality equation is y equals kx, and we know what k is. So the equation for this graph is y equals 20 times x. And so that means that every y coordinate is going to be 20 times its corresponding x coordinate.